This morning at about 5:18 a.m., APD along with AFD responded to an apartment fire at the Pearl Lantana apartment complex at 6401 Rialto. When firefighters went inside to combat the fire, they discovered two subjects inside the apartment with obvious signs of trauma to the body. Life-saving measures were attempted, however, both subjects were pronounced deceased at the scene. At this time, AFD has arson investigators that are working to determine the cause of the fire, and APD obviously has a death investigation going concurrently with that. At this time, the investigation is still very early in the preliminary stages. However, investigators do not believe there's an ongoing threat to the public. It does seem to be an isolated incident, and it is being worked as Austin's 6th homicide of 2025.
Who called 911?
One of the residents called 911. I don't have the information for the individual.
I don't need
The signs of trauma, can you confirm what that was? Gunshot wounds? Stab
We're still working to determine obvious trauma.
Austin Fire tweeted out that the fire was in the garage and on the third floor. Were the victims in the third floor or in the garage?
The decedents were both in the third floor. Yeah.
Any ages or female?
I don't have demographics on it. A male and a female is all I have.
Male and female.
And how are the two fires connected?
Still working. Yeah.
Have you ever been called to this apartment before or at all? Is it, were there ever domestic incidents or anything?
I don't typically work this area, so I can't speak intelligently about the nature of the calls here. So yeah, I'd defer you probably to the PIO for that, or CompStat.
The fatalities, were they both adults?
Yes, two adults.
Do we believe this was a domestic violence call?
It's way too early to say.
I see crime scene units are on scene. Do you know how long they'll be out here?
I don't know how long crime scene is going to be out, but I'm glad you raised that question. If there are residents here who are not able to get into the building, the complex has opened the clubhouse for anybody who's been displaced by the investigation. So, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take. Obviously, you can see the scene is still active. So we have the arson investigation and the death investigations running concurrently. So.
Sorry if I missed this, but the fire in the garage and the third floor, were they connected or two separate?
It seems like they're going to be connected. We don't know how. Yeah,
Okay.
we're not sure how, if they were started separately or if it traveled. Yeah, we're still working.
Impact the floor in between?
Doesn't seem to have. Yeah.
When it's a fire incident that involves deceased, how does that work with you and AFD? Do they call you out immediately and all that?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the fire is safe for investigators to get into, which in this case was relatively quickly because there were sprinklers inside that kind of gave AFD a head start. So as soon as it's safe to get in, then our investigators are going to get in. But obviously, we have to wait for the all clear from AFD. The investigation is not more complicated, but it does require some cooperation between the arson investigators and the homicide investigators. But it seems like that's happening right now. So.
Did the victims have any burn wounds?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.